Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's meditation. Um, we are jamming on reading the field, and I'm in one of my favorite places on the earth to be present with the field and to connect with it and to read it. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can enjoy. You don't need to look at me. You can enjoy the river and the scene. I wish you could hear it because even with my headphones in, it is loud. Despite the fact that it's not even, we're well past peak runoff. You can see all those rocks on the left there. Those are when I'm here earlier in the season. This is all full. This is a full pool, but you can see it's come down significantly. The snowpack has run off. So, but it's still loud. And all of this, all of these signs and symbols, especially when we're in nature, right, are easy parts of the field, easy elements of the field to read. And by field, I mean your field, your environment. And as we move and connect with nature, that's the obvious bigger field because nature is very much alive and living. It has its own collective consciousness, if you will. But it's when we kind of step back into our room, our own space, and our own energy, and we have all of these special objects and things that we have collected over time. And then as we step out into the world and have people and circumstances and things that are happening around us, that our fields expands. And we start to wonder about it and think about it and interact with much bigger fields like the matrix or other greater fields like a collective consciousness, like bodies and groups of people, especially larger groups of people. For example, like you go to church or are part of, or to a yoga practice or anything that you get up to that has a belief system and a way of connection associated with it. That all has a living consciousness and a field of energy that you're tapping into to help you relate to your own fields. So yeah, I'm rambling on because really what is relevant, and before we drop in, like the critical component for us to take away from today's meditation is strongly related to our soul's purpose. And our soul's purpose is we're here to not only read the field, but to help imprint and write and record into the field. As creators, we're beings of light, and we're capable of capturing that light, pinning it, and putting it into form. And as we do that, as we harness that light, as we capture it, as we get creative, we call that capturing of light, creativity. We create with the light, and we maybe turn it into art in very simple terms. We turn it into a spoken word most of the time. As we do that, we are harnessing energy and converting it into some pinned form, some converted form of energy. And it's there then for others to experience it. Think about that. It's there for others to experience it. It's there for others to be with it. So as we, gaze at this river, or as you look about your room or the space that you're in, or if you're outside in nature in this moment, reflect on that before we drop in here as to who's pinned or recorded the energy that you are connecting to in this moment. As I mentioned, yoga is a practice of thousands of years where it has been handed down from generation to generation and guru to guru and practitioner to practitioner in terms of ways to work with that light, to move that light. And that way of doing that, that certain practice then channels that light into like a river that flows through those individuals. And so it's a form of pinning it that allows for the movement of that energy to flow through that collective. When we look at religion, we get into like a little bit different constructs. It's beliefs around that pin the ways we can interact and work with God, with the creator. And those beliefs teach us about our relationship to creation. Again, pinning the ideas. But if you look at the room, and I want you now to take a look at wherever you are, the room, outdoors, wherever you are, just take a look at it. Take a deep breath in and then close your eyes and feel what is animated all around you. Let it come into animation, if you will. Let it come to life. Let yourself feel its life. And feel into what it is. Let one thing around you draw your attention and your focus in. Just pick one thing, one object. In my case, it could be this big rock in front of me, or I happen to be sitting on a bench that is dedicated in memoriam, but it has this a favorite song of mine by the Grateful Dead, one of many, they have many, but listen to the river, sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Another classic example in music of pinning energy that evokes emotion and so on and so forth. So today I felt called. I usually, for those of you that have been with me for years while living in Colorado, I never come to this spot. And today this spot, for whatever reason, was calling me. Even though I come here alone, I don't typically come for our meditations. So again, find your object, find your thing that as you scan it with your eyes closed, becomes the most illuminated, becomes the brightest. Like you can't, in your energy body, you just can't escape it. And as soon as you find it, everybody's probably like, okay, we're ready, Kari, move on. I know. But as soon as you find it, I want you to do our light link. So just feel the light of the sun coming in through you. Bring it into the space you are in. Usually we imagine stepping outdoors to feel that sun. Bring the sun to where you are at, here and now. Just open that portal of light through your consciousness, imagining in this room, in this moment, in this space you're in, flooding in all of that light of the sunshine as though you are becoming the sun. And then feeling the earth beneath you, feeling the floor beneath you, feeling your own roots, yourself as a tree growing deep into wherever you've landed today, wherever you felt called to do your meditation today. And then as you come into your heart, feeling yourself centering, and I know we're doing that kind of quick today, but we're going somewhere. I want you to feel your heart energy as though you're drawing that sunshine into the heart and those roots from the earth drawing up to the heart. So the roots are going to drink from the sunlight. And if the sun if we were to imagine the sun having roots, reversing it in the sun, and all of our thoughts that reached the sun, also like roots, all the cords of intention we've sent connecting to the sun being roots, we could imagine then the sun also drinking from that crystal quartz, that energy within the earth. We could reverse it. And now coming fully into your heart and spinning all this energy up. And as you do, coming back to your object, coming back to that item in the room or in nature, wherever you are, that called to you, that illuminated the most brightest, illuminated this the brightest, would be the proper way to say that. And feeling that energy. And as you feel into that object, as you pick that particular object and feel into its light, I want you to follow the breadcrumbs it has. So there's your logical mind that can make up a story around it. If you notice, I told you a story about the spot and the location and the place that I am in. I gave you several breadcrumbs about the field of energy where I am. I want you to find your own breadcrumbs with whatever it is and wherever you pick. Feel into that. Why did it illuminate? What pops into your mind? And I have, especially for those of you who are newer with me, I have a rule, and only one rule. And it is that your first thought, the first thing, it could be the craziest, most abstract, bizarre thing, is what pops into your mind. That is what you go with. It could be a pink pig, and you're gonna be like, huh? You gotta roll with it. You gotta start thinking about that pink pig. Don't think pink pigs right now, unless you legitimately thought of a pink pig. So just feeling the heart energy in your space, feeling that connection, and just start tugging on the breadcrumbs with that object. And notice if that object leads you to another object, another space. I want you to go about 3 breadcrumbs deep. So 3 thoughts deep, 3, we call them hits also. It's like one thought leads to the next. It's like swiping or scrolling through social. You know, it's like one picture leads to the next, to the next, to the next. 3 thoughts deep. And that's going to capture one part of our story as we read the field. And next, I want you to come back to the center, come back to your heart. And as we call in today, I want you to find your intention. Why did you show up today? What inspired you to come in to this room, to this moment, to this time, to make the time, to hang out with me in the ethers? And just feel into that for a moment. And then allow for the next item in the field to illuminate. And stick with things around you, stick with things in the field. And it may be that something unexpected pops in. If you're outside, like a bird may land nearby, or you may hear a bird singing outside. Go for something. It may not be as obvious this time. It may not be that an object lights up, or it could be. Feel into the subtle vibrations around you. And I know some of you may be going really feeling a lot deeper. Really feel the field. Some of you here have that ability to go like super deep in the field. So go there, but also stay with the 3D, right? Find the object, find the breadcrumb in the physical space that you are in. Let something illuminate, let something guide you in to your next clue, to your next space. For me, it's for some reason this tree next to. And so just breathing in, feeling that energy. And finding a couple of breadcrumbs with that message, that essence. So, for example, I just felt the tree, and then the silliest, well, a runner came by with the silliest white lab bounding by on the path, which brings me to family, right? So there's the breadcrumbs tree. I felt its roots. The dog and the runner made me think of family. So that's what's in my fields right now. Feeling that deeply. Feeling all of you dimensionally. Seeing also all of the crows that are encircling me, spirit, family. All right, we're going for 3 today. Coming back to center, I want you to recall your first item, your first object, and observe how the two different breadcrumbs fit together, the 2 different objects fit together, and then their respective breadcrumbs. Nice deep breath in, nice exhale out. And we've got one more object, one more item, one more symbol in the field to go. And it is going to be 3D. I feel this huge well of energy for all of you. This is whatever is coming through is going to be a big spirit blast. Like, I'm not even planning this. I'm just feeling it and following it. I just called it in for us to read, or I heard today that we were reading the field. And so now you get to drop in. Now I want you to feel deeper into the energies that I've been holding you kind of up in the 3D. So there's a 3D item or object. Maybe it's the floor. Maybe it's the room itself that is just ready to open, or the entire environment around you that is ready for you to observe it, to see your entire surroundings dimensionally. To feel your surroundings dimensionally, almost as though you can feel the roots in your feet. For me, the roots in the tree. For you, if you're indoors, the roots outside. Or if you have plants, the roots and the plants nearby. The flow of energy between these first 2 objects. What illuminates as you begin to see this story unfold in the flow of energy? Where does the energy want to flow? How does it want to move? And what is here that wants to open in the space that you're in. There's a portal, there's a gateway here. Uh, there's something dimensionally removed. So it could be an object. There could be an object, or it could be that you get to imagine drawing a door, or you just see an orb of light that opens, or the room and the environment around you begins to spin or become dimensional, or maybe you just begin to hear a sound or music. Or a choir of angels as you let yourself shift into the dimensions. Or there could be one last object that is glowing so brightly, it's almost like it's just begging you to pick it up. And as you do, it opens your imagination into another world of exploration and play and limitlessness. It's an unlock. It's the unlock for today's story. It's the unlock for the field. It's the key. So as you feel the space, as you feel the room, as you feel everything, which item, what is it within you? That is the key to unlock the space, to unlock the field. It's right here. It's waiting for you. Taking a breath in and allowing that energy to flow. For as humans, back to where we began this story in our journey, we are not only here to read the fields and to harness the energy and to feel the stories that have been put down and pinned by others. But we are here to write our own stories. And as you reflect on these different objects, you can feel the story that has been made real by you, and also that has been made by the collective for the different objects that you've connected with. Good example would be the lyrics from my song, "Listen to the river, sing sweet songs to rock my soul." It's in the collective. Many of you probably know those lyrics. And if you don't, I suggest to search them up and listen to the song. It's a great song. As you open this field of creativity and creation, allowing your light to flow, what story can you forge in this moment as we open this portal with these breadcrumbs in this moment, in this time? Let's hear what's ready to be harnessed. What's ready for you to pin, for you to evolve, for you to take to the next level. For you to make it your own and create with. Because on this planet, in this lifetime, as this soul, this is what we get to do. We have the world not only as our canvas, but as our material, right? We get to take energy and convert it and craft with it and honor it. And we do it by honoring it and feeling the consciousness that's made it what it is and bringing that consciousness to life. This is our gift as humans, is this ability to connect to that light within all living things. Literally, that is our gift. So many people will question and wonder, like, what is our purpose as humans? Like, what are we really here to be doing? And we can drum this up into all different kinds of things and stories. But in the most simplistic of terms, we have are living in the earth is the database, right? These rocks that are before you are databases of energy and ancient information that has been stored in form. The earth is a living database of creation and ideas of the divine, dreaming and pinning that light and the expression of light into form. And we are made in that image. We carry that gift. And we have this incredible ability to not only wield that light and pin it, but also to read it, to process it, and then to do something with it. The key is in all of this is to understand where it is. Are we working with light, or are we working with already utilized, processed, recorded material? If we're in the matrix, it's a given that it's already utilized, processed, recorded material. And we just have to figure out how to and what to do with that. But when we get into true creation, when we are in our own blueprint, when we are in our own purpose, we know then we are truly, truly, truly wielding light through us, allowing it to flow in the same way this river flows downstream on carving these stones. Had this awareness, this will be my last deep thought for the day, as I was crashing down the mountain, literally like face meeting rock, that's what mountains are all about. That's their medicine, is to teach us how to flow. And because everything around a mountain flows, the trees flow, the river flows, the wind flows over the trees, the grasses flow on the mountain. They all learn how to exist in this really rough terrain. And when we get out and work in nature and the mountain, the only thing between you and the mountain is you. And the moment you start to think about the obstacle of the mountain, you can't do it. The moment you flow and allow your body and your soul to just move with it, you can move like the river. It's easy. Every time you start to think, it stops you. And that's really all we're supposed to be doing, is just understanding who we are, getting everything else out of the way, and flowing through our life, through the matrix, through the creation, understanding which pieces are ours, where we're going, how we want to use the canvas of frequency and signals all around us to create and to craft what's here for us. All the breadcrumbs. It's a co-creation. And that's what we got to do today as we read the field. You guys were co-creating, pretty epic, co-creating with the fields. I love it. I absolutely love it. Super powerful stuff, more powerful than I think any of us will ever recognize or know. And as we continue, oh, and there comes the hummingbird, of course. I wish you could see it. It's so tiny and it's hidden in the tree. Reading, running, regulating, regenerating, the fields. That's ultimately what we're always doing. Reading, running, regulating, and regenerating the fields. And then we just have to ritualize it. Once we figure it out, we just have to turn it into a ritual for ourselves. And then we're good to go. So that's what we're doing. That's what we did today. Read the field. Fun stuff. Thanks for coming in. Namaste. So much love. I will see you all next week. Oops, back in Florida. Bye.